Hi, I'm Amy Castles. Thank y'all so much for joining us on Simply Share. This class has a big purpose, and that purpose is to help you learn how to share. And there's so many different ways, but we want to kind of just break it down to something simple. And this is our best attempt to make it simple. It's our first class to do this, so hopefully you will be able to learn a lot from it. I have on here tonight with me Vanessa, Jen, and Katrina, and they can introduce themselves here as well. And I can just real quick, I'd love to just tell my story about how I got started in Young Living. But before I do, there's a chat at the bottom of the screen. If you're on your computer, if you're on your phone, I can't remember where it is, but it's on there somewhere. There's a chat. If you have a question, just ask your question right there. And as always, anybody who's on here will help answer those. So I started using essential oils in 2010, and I pretty much stuck with like 3 or 4 oils. And then in 2014, I had my account went inactive. I would actually just go to the store in Austin. Every time I go to Austin, I would just go buy some essential oils from the store. And they were Young Living, but the lady there gave me a discount. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. I'm like, she gives me a discount. What do I need to order online for? So it was fantastic. I thought it was good. Well, my account went inactive. So in 2014, it was like February, I get a call from the person who enrolled me, Lori Gasca. And she just said, hey, just want to let you know for $50, you can reactivate your account if you just put in a $50 order. So I was like, yeah, I could do that. That's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having my account reinstated because there's some things I need and I'm not going to Austin anytime soon. And then I told her, well, I've been buying from the store. And she was like, well, that person is just putting everything that you buy from her back on her Essential Rewards order. And then she gets all the points and all the free products. And I was like, oh, how dare her? She was taking my points and basically taking the free promos. And I was like, I want those. I was like, well, what do I need to do? She said, as long as you make a $50 order every month, then you can start accruing your own points. And I was making somewhat of a steady income at that time, teaching some consistent classes in the gym. So I was like, yeah, $50, I could do that. I would love to do that. So I reinstated my account. Then the next month, she says, hey, you should really consider doing this as a business. And I was like, I'm not gonna sell oils. Like, those people are weird. And then she said, no, seriously, you could do this. It's right up your alley. You love everything health and wellness. And then one more person said, Amy, you should do this. You would be really, really great. And I was like, well, okay. And I considered it. And I was like, this is the only product out of all the MLMs that I've tried that I still continue to use, even though I never sold it. Everything else, you notice people will sell a product and they're just gung-ho all about it. And then the second they quit using it, they jump ship. They're gone. They don't use that product anymore. They only used it because they sold it. And with Young Living, it was the opposite. So the rest is history. And here I am. So Vanessa was my very first, well, I mean, not very, very first, but she was the first builder that I enrolled. Okay, so let's get started. All right, the first thing that you need to know is how to sign somebody up. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I'm sure you already know how to share. I'm sure you know how to flaunt your oil while you're out to a restaurant with your friends and let people ask questions. You can give samples out all day long or post on Facebook what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you really need to know how to share with someone, how to sign up. So we want to show you how to get your affiliate link. So I'm going to pull up really quick how to do your affiliate link. This with me real quick. We're going to go to youngliving.com.
Yep.
It's very important that you get familiar with the back office of Young Living. So when you log in to Young Living, let me sign in here. Okay. All right. So it's really important that you get familiar with this whole entire left side of the screen.
Mhm.
Do this from your computer because your phone, it's a little hard to see it on a small screen. Now, I will say this, they are going to change this website, but the terminology will stay the same. So you can still learn the terminology now and be able, or learn the website now and be able to navigate when the website changes. Okay, so Vanessa,
Okay, so
um,
what you're going to do is you're going to click on members resources.
okay,
The member resources, guys, this right here has a slew of information. So if you are wanting to do this business, you are going to want to know all of this information because you are going to want to be able to know out of stock lists. You're going to want to know your virtual product catalog that you can send to people when you're telling them, hey, I just want to walk you through our catalog so that way you can start building your wish list. Hey, we have an awesome book on here. It's 90 Days to Rise. And that right there, guys, they designed that book for us as builders from starting from like when you get started to seeing your start. And I've read it over and it actually would go like into executive and into giving you good habits into silver, into gold, just building those habits right now. Because if you can build good habits in the beginning, I promise you those will carry on with you, you know? So live it, share it, grow it. So it's just giving you like how to share the products and stuff like that. What I love though is it also is walking you through like just don't dream your life, you know, keep going up. So it's Royal Crown Diamonds and Diamonds who have built this. So like values, your first 40. So that way you're like writing that it gives you ideas of like where you can get your first 40 from. And we'll talk about that a little later. 90-day goals, y'all, that is huge. If you can like structure your business in 90, like if you're like, okay, for this 3 months, I'm going to focus on this. For this next 3 months, I'm going to focus on this. You're going to keep having those small goals and then you're going to be able to obtain those goals. And when you can obtain small goals, those small goals then become really, really big, you know? So it's like, that's when you just, if you are going hot and heavy and you're, what do they say? What do the cool kids call it? Hustling. When the cool kids are hustling, y'all, they get burned out, you know? And so you just don't want to get burned out, you know? And so if you can set your goals like a 3-month goal, then you're really not going to get burned out too much, you know? But I love how it just puts step by step, like things that you can do. Okay. So we'll move from that, but that is definitely something that you need to look through. Let's go really quick. What Amy was just talking about the link builder, go all the way down to link builder, Amy.
so
So if
it's right here.
she clicks on link builder, that right there, your sponsor ID and your enroller ID is right there. If you want to change it because you want to change the sponsor, you can do that as well. I personally just will send them my link, and then if I'm the enroller, I can move them or they can move themselves. Okay. So what you're going to do is you would copy that link and you would then, that's your affiliate link. So that's what you get to send to all of your friends who are like, well, I want some oils, or they come to your house and they're like, oh my gosh, your house smells like cassia and Divana, because that's my new favorite blend. And you're just like, oh yes, and you need it too. So that is where you can get your affiliate link to be able to share with all your peeps, everybody who needs it.
So you heard us talk about sponsor and enroller. You're going to see this come up, sponsor and enroller. Okay. When you enroll someone, it's going to ask for the numbers to go in the sponsor and enroller space, the enroller place. I like to kind of think of it like this. The sponsor is the space that you want them to go. See, S and S, the space. And the enroller is the one that gets the extra bonuses. Okay. Okay, so you have your affiliate link. You know how to share that. Take that link and save it somewhere. Save it on your phone, save it in your notes, save it. I save super important links. I send myself a personal text message so I can always go back to my own personal text message and find it. Okay, the second thing that you need to learn is how to enroll someone or how to show them how to enroll. So you have somebody who says, I really want to enroll and get a starter kit, or I want to build my own starter kit. What do I do? We ask that person, well, do you want me to help you enroll? They say, no, I know how to do it. Then you just give them your link. So you just give them your link. Give link. If somebody says, yeah, I don't have time to figure this out. Can you just do it for me? Well, then you're going to order for them. And you're going to order for them. Just get all their info and sign up the same way that you did. It's just go into youngliving.com, put in the enroller and the sponsor, and then put in their credit card, make sure you get all their information, and you just do it for them. And then the third way is you can have them call in. They can call in and put in an order too. I love that we have old school customer service. The bread and butter of our business is going to be Essential Rewards. Essential Rewards is huge. If you want to make money, residual income money, then you're going to have to get people on Essential Rewards. Otherwise, you're starting out over and over every single month, and that gets exhausting. So when people order on Essential Rewards, if they only get essential oils, the chances of them stopping their Essential Rewards at some point, they're going to go, I have all these oils. I don't know what to do with them anymore. I'm overwhelmed, and I'm just going to stop. They need to see the benefits of all the products, all the lifestyle products. Lifestyle products. Get good at sharing those. Get good at pointing to those products. Use your product guide to show them Young Living is not just essential oils. It's the whole lifestyle. It's the whole kit and caboodle. So when you put someone on Essential Rewards, you can do this when they enroll, or you can do it after they enroll. Somebody can be a member for, I have members that are been a member for 7 years, and they just now decide to get on Essential Rewards. And I ain't mad at them. I mean, that's fine. Like, if that's how long it took, then great. So they can do it when they enroll or when they do it after. If they do it when they enroll, then that's good, because that means that their starter kit, the starter kit is considered part of their Essential Rewards. So they automatically start getting points in their bank. Okay. Points in the bank. Okay. So if you're going to ask people to be on Essential Rewards, it's really important that you are also on Essential Rewards. It'd be really challenging to try to build a business without yourself being on Essential Rewards. Number one, you're going to get better commissions by being on Essential Rewards. They want to know that you're also committed. You never have to make more than $100 order on your Essential Rewards. There are people who have been in Young Living for 10, 15 years, and they have business volumes. They signed up like one person, and their person does like $200,000 in sales every month. That one person does, like, they just hit the jackpot, and all they do is make $100 order, and they still make commissions. So that is possible. Most network marketing companies don't do that. If you build a business and you build a customer base and you quit tomorrow, but you still made your $100 order, you still get a check. You still get a check. And Vanessa said the other day she had just taken some time off. She had her fourth baby. And then the month that she had her baby, she made the biggest check. It was so awesome. And she hadn't worked in a long time. So, okay. So how to enroll someone on Essential Rewards or how to help them get on Essential Rewards is really important. So know how to do that.
One thing that I always try to do is if I'm going to show my lifestyle, I really do try to show our lifestyle and like the things that we do. And so that is what Katrina was saying earlier, is like she just, no matter where she's going, she's using the products. Okay. So you don't want it to look phony and you be like, oh, I'm going to just put some lavender in my water. Nobody's going to put lavender in their water. You know, you want to make it that where it's actually, you're actually doing what you're doing. I wanted to give y'all a really quick tip. So when I decided in January of 2015 that I was going to do this as a business, Chase and I drove up to Dallas. We went to Teresa Jingles. She has a little, she used to have like these little get-togethers. There was probably about 50 of us in the room. I met Shannon Williams for the first time there. Knew we were going to be sweet friends forever. A girl named Shelly Garrett. So she did a class on wellness surveys, and she said that when she would sign people up, she would just do a wellness survey for people. And I was like, I looked at Chase and I was like, that's genius. Like, I can do that. I can literally sign somebody up and then do a wellness survey for them and then help them decide what products they need. And so I put together this wellness survey that I'm going to kind of read you a little bit that is on it. So that way you can kind of get an idea. Yes, I actually like to call people on the phone, because I think that if you get on the phone with someone and you are talking to them and you get to know them personally, that is where you're going to get to hear their story. You're going to get to hear where they're at. You're going to get to hear what they're financially, what they are wanting to spend. You are going to get to know them. So my biggest thing, if you are wanting to really, truly educate people, get them on the phone. Do not be afraid to pick up the phone and call people, okay? So what's on my wellness survey is just your name, phone, email, birthday. How long have you been into health and wellness? That's what I asked them. How long have you been in there? Because you want to know, like, are they just getting started, or have they been doing this for years and they're just now getting into Young Living? And then I talked to them about areas of interest in regards to your health. So like I ask them, you know, what are your 3 main topics? All the things that Young Living has. Y'all, we have something for everything, you know. Do you need help using oils and products specifically? Because I want to know, yes, they want my help, or they just want to get their starter kit and me kind of just back off a little bit. And then I say, what type of plan are you looking for? Are you looking for like a monthly plan where I'm helping you every month? Or are you looking for something that's kind of quarterly? Like, let's put together a 3 or 4 month plan. Most people do that, because I'm going to tell you this right now. When you're going to start using any supplements or any kind of oils or anything like that, you want to give it a good 90 days in order for your body to see how you're going to react to it, to see how your cells are going to react to it. So I always would recommend people knowing 3 to 4 months in advance what is going to be on their Essential Rewards. It makes our lives a lot easier too, knowing that. Then I say, how do you like to learn best? Is it by like reading, quick videos, social media posts, in-depth training, in-person FaceTime? We got to add Zoom now, because that is the way we're doing it. There's no in-face. And then I always say, if there's any other, please be specific. And then I just ask how they like to be contacted, because that's a good thing too. And then I always ask, like, what do they want to accomplish? Because that's huge, is what do you want to accomplish? So those are just a few things that you could kind of do, like just to get to know that person a little bit better, is send them something like that. Or even on the phone, have that list with you, just to be able to go down that list with them and ask them those specific questions. I have Allison right now. She's on here. She actually owns her own salon. These are just questions as if one of her members came in, that she could just literally sit down with them and just be like, organically saying, not be like, okay, so what do you want to do? Well, she could just be like, so, what's been going on? Okay, so great. So what are you wanting to work on? And you just can even call somebody and make it that easy. It doesn't have to even be this strategic either. Just let it flow from what you're doing. But I will tell you this right now, if you want to get people on Essential Rewards and you want to keep them on Essential Rewards, you better get to know that person, because just like Amy said, they can only do so much with oils. Y'all, I have an abundance of oils. I'm talking an abundance of oils. And I rarely order oils on my Essential Rewards. It is supplements. It is oil infused products. It is not oils. I got enough free oils in this house that I don't really need any more oils, except if it's like a new oil, like the cassia. And I was like, oh, I need that. Or the Devana. Oh, I need that. But if I have so many oils that you want to teach them other things besides oils. And that's where you just continue to say, Young Living Lifestyle, this is your lifestyle. Like, we have a product for everything. That's a good way of helping people to get on their Essential Rewards and stay on Essential Rewards.
Vanessa, how to add your new member to your members group?
Okay, so this one thing that I'm going to tell y'all, I used to do things really, really the hard way, and I would try to like add everyone to our Facebook page. And if you do that, like if you just go through and you're adding people and they don't really want to be part of that Facebook page, they're not going to be there, and they're not going to see the value in it. So we've actually changed some things up on our end personally. Like, we have a whole welcome letter in our Facebook page, and Katrina probably has the same thing, where it is literally like a welcome letter, so you get to know like different things. I also personally have a welcome letter. Some of my people are like, I don't want to be Facebook friends with every single person who's on my downline. So what you do is you link in your welcome letter. Like, I have a text link that I have that I will text people a welcome letter, and it actually has in my thing, if they read it, then they're going to be able to click on there, and it's going to be linked to our Facebook page, and it's going to send them straight to that. But let me tell you the importance of adding people to anything that you're doing, whether it be your personal Facebook, whether it be your group, team, whatever, Facebook page, your Instagram. That is where people are going to be able to see you and other people using Young Living products. Because if it's always you're like, yeah, you love Young Living, we got it 7 years ago, like, I need somebody else, I need to hear somebody else's testimony. When you get them on those Facebook group pages, that is where other people are asking questions, and like, you'll see something and you're like, wait, you use that for that? Like, I want to use that for that. There's so many times still now to this day that somebody, like my girlfriend Brittany is actually on here now. She's real creative with her oils. So is Allison. Allison's on here too. Real creative with their oils. And like, they'll put things up and I'm like, I think I'm going to try that, So like, you learn from what other people are doing, especially if you have those people who are DIYers. And if you are a DIYer, God bless you. I am not, but I love the idea of it, but I can stretch a bottle of Thieves laundry detergent for 6 of us for like 9 months. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive too, so you'll get to learn other things. So ask them personally, say, hey, are you on Facebook? Would you like me to add you to this group? Is this something that you would want to be a part of? I would love to I have a little welcome thing that I would love to just plug you into first. And then, so that way you can kind of get okay with it. And then just know that this is a really safe space to just ask questions, So that way you're not always having to answer everything either. And like Amy said, she may not be awesome at the supplements all the time, which she is, like, she's just kind of playing herself down, but she may not feel confident in it. But then if I'm on there and somebody asks a question about a supplement, I can be like, oh yeah, like this works for that, or this works for that, or something like that, so vice versa on everything else, so get people plugged into those Facebook groups for sure.
When I came back in 2012, or in 2014, I didn't have any Facebook groups in the beginning, but when Lori added me to a Facebook group, that's whenever I just it opened my eyes to a whole new world. Lori didn't have to do any work.
It's where I learned so much.
It was all the other people.
Shannon had a page called Therapeutic Sense. This was right before old FDA came and tried to shut everything down. Y'all, they had this page, and I'm not going to lie, that is where I still, on this computer right here that I'm on right now, before they shut it down, I was like copying things because it was golden. Like it was better than that what was in the reference guides, you know, because people were just talking so freely that I was like, no, don't shut it down. And Shannon and Carissa, if they were on here right now, they probably would be giggling because I think they probably still have it open somewhere. They just took everybody out of it, you know, but it was a gold mine of information.
Yeah. And remember that as well, as we talk about this, it's kind of a double edge. If we give you too much information, we can overwhelm you. But if we don't give you enough, then it's like, what do? I don't know what else to do. So just a really quick recap, just know how to sign someone up, know how to add them to a group, and just share. That's it. Just share what you're doing. The other stuff is just add-ins. Okay. And get good at learning how to invite people. That is an art in itself. Send them a message, send them an email, call them on the phone. Katrina, would love to hand this over to you so you can talk about some ways to earn money.
All right, guys. So it's really kind of funny that I got this part. I am a green personality, so I do study this stuff. But when I first got started, I actually felt guilty for earning money for doing something that I loved. But at one of somewhere that we went, it might have been Teresa Jingles, that said, "Money in the hands of good people does good things." And so I'm super excited to get to tell you about the money, because while we are doing this to share life change, a lot of us are also doing this for financial freedom and for what that can do for our family and for ourselves. And so I want to encourage you never to feel bad about it. I have worked through that. And so with Young Living, they are so generous that they compensate us in so many ways. When you are the sponsor and the enroller of somebody, you get paid two ways. You get a fast start bonus, and then you also get commission. I'm not going to go into detail of this because the comp plan is explained really, really well on all of those member resources that we were talking about on the virtual office. But a long story short, when you sign someone up, if you are their enroller, you're going to get about $52. The residual income comes in when you sign them up for Essential Rewards, because after 3 months of earning 25% on that person, it jumps to 8%. But you're going to continually earn that throughout your life. So not only are you going to get bonuses, you're going to get paid commission. And then we've talked briefly about ranks. So when you get signed up, you're a distributor. There are different ranks in Young Living. And once you reach the rank of silver, which is considered our first level of leadership, that when you go for executive, that's kind of where Young Living starts to pay attention that, you know what, hey, Katrina is looking at this and she's putting people in place and she wants to become an executive. If you're just starting out, do not get bogged down about this. Share, share, share. And whoever was your enroller or sponsor is going to start helping you once they see that you've got 20 to 25 people to start placing people and help you to build your downline. But once you hit the rank of silver, that's when you also start getting generation bonuses. You start, that's where your check actually starts to exponentiate. Okay, so if you ever look at the comp plan, it goes from distributor to star to senior star to executive to silver, gold, platinum, diamond, crown diamond, royal crown diamond. And each of those ranks, once you hit silver, it like jumps like a crazy amount. And you're like, wait a second, how in the world does that happen? Well, it happens due to leadership bonuses, and it happens because you can't get to those ranks without having ranks below you, and you start getting bonuses on those ranks below you as well. So they compensate you very, very well. In addition, they have just changed the way that they're compensating executives lower than executives, and it's now called the Silver Bound bonus. You can also find that under your member resources, because if you hit different ranks in 2 to 3 months, you will get silver bound bonuses. And that's just an additional chunk of change, 50 bucks, 250 bucks, 500 bucks, and then 2,000 bucks for silver quickly. And so those are all ranks that if you're just getting started and you're like, dude, I need to make $2,000 in 3 months, talk to whoever it is that signed you up. And let's get you on the fast track to doing that, because there is money to be made, and there's a lot of money to be made. In addition, there is trips to be won. Right now, we've got the Dream 500 going on. That is a trip, the grand prize is a trip to Bora Bora. And it is not unattainable for you if you signed up today. And it's not unattainable if we have been in here for 7 or 8 years or 25 years. All of us have the chance to get there. And so it just depends what your goals are. It depends what you're looking for. Some of us are motivated by rank. Some of us are motivated by a paycheck. And so if that's something that you're looking at and you want to talk to your upline saying, you know what, I need $500. I need an extra $1,000. I've got to hit $4,000 in 2 years. Then that's where you just get on a path to get there, because you're going to get paid bonuses, commission, generation bonuses. You get paid in so many ways that sometimes you're just like, wait a second, I have no idea where I got this money from. Okay. But it can all be figured out. You just don't have to figure it out. All right. Is that good, Amy?
That's awesome. Yes. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge person on learning the comp plan. I mean, you can go through this pretty well for a while and not even remotely have an understanding of the comp plan, except for I get $50 a kit. Got it. We're good. How much do I need to have my PV at? 100 bucks. We're good. Always $100 essential rewards. I get $50 every time I make an order. Done. Okay. So let's go over. I'm getting a, oh, okay, there we go. Mute. All right. So now it's up to you to decide where you want to be. Do you want to be a customer? I'm assuming not, because you're on this call. But as a customer, you get your 24% off and you do your thing. Most people in essential oils or in Young Living essential oils are customers. They're Young Living member customers, and that's absolutely wonderful and fantastic. Do you want to be a loyalty member where you are spending a few hours a month to refer your friends and family to make a little extra money to pay for your essential rewards order or your own order? That would be a loyalty member. If that's where you are, then that is absolutely perfect. Do you want to be a rising star? A rising star is someone saying, okay, I want to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. I want that extra money to be a little bit of a disposable income that's extra. That's going to take you about 3 to 5 hours a week. It'll take you 3 to 5 months to get to that point, unless you have a crazy influence where you snap and everybody just orders. But it's going to kind of figure about 3 to 5 months of you consistently sharing Young Living. Talk with your enroller. Talk to the person who enrolled you and get them to help you, because they will. Would you like to be golden? A golden is someone who earns $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Do you want to be in this category where you're making $3,000 to $5,000 extra income per month? You need to know that commitment, though. That's a good 20 hours a week. You're talking to people, you're meeting people for coffee, you're hosting classes, you're getting people on classes, you're sharing, you're calling and setting up Zooms on your own. That's going to take you at least 6 months to get there. We want to build it. Slow and steady builds the race. There are people who build fast. There are people who are there. Don't compare yourself, okay? These people often have blogs or they have a big following of some kind. So think about that. All right. Do you want to be a platinum? A platinum is someone who earns $10,000 or more a month. $10,000 or more a month. Yes, I promise it's possible. It is absolutely possible. Plan on about 30 hours a week. This is going to take you a year, at least a year. I'm still not platinum. I'm sitting on 6 years, but maybe it's more. I can't add. I'm under pressure. I've moved once. I've had 3 miscarriages and a baby and homeschooled for 2 years. And I'm okay with not being at that goal, but I know it's there. I just stay on the road. I stay on the road to get there. There is an option for everybody, no matter where you are. So decide where you are. Talk to your enroller and say, here's what I want. This is my goal. Once you set your goal, then you start working into a plan. So your dream first, then your goal, and then your plan. Okay. All right. Jen is going to talk about your circles of influence.
Hello. All right, so let's talk about your circles of influence, or your niche, or your niche, or however you want to say it. I'm going to do something that Vanessa did the other night because I think it's a really great way to kind of shut your brain off. I don't want you to write anything. I just kind of want you to think. So if you'll close your eyes for me. And I want you to think of the products that you love. I want you to think of what kind of target information you want to share with people. What is your passion? What is your passion? And what is your Young Living story? Think of those things, because those are the things that you're going to share with people, that they're going to see your heart and your love for what it is that you're sharing, and they're going to want to get on board with you. So after you think about what your passion is and what your story is, you need to start thinking of the people that you want to speak to. You got to think of their needs. You need to think of, like Vanessa was saying, you need to think about the questions that you want to ask, what you think they want to know about. Think of places. It's easy because your family and friends are going to be the first ones that you're going to go to, right? Those are the easy ones. Then you're going to start thinking about all the other groups that you're a part of. It could be going to the gym. Who do you know at the gym that you might share with? Who do you know at the grocery store? I used to be super lonely when we first moved to Dallas, and I would talk to the people at Target like they were my best friends. Maybe you do that too with the grocery store people, or even Target. Think about your Mom and Me classes. Think about your church groups, if that's something that you are into. Think about going to the post office. What you do if you work. Think about sharing where you work. Think about the people that you may want to talk to or that you may want to share with. And think about maybe getting involved with some network groups. Those are all different niches that you can share with. You've got to reach beyond your friends and family in order for you to really, really grow. Those friends and family are going to be the first people that help you get where you're wanting to go. And then adding all of these other people into your network is going to be what makes you successful and what fulfills you. So open your eyes, and hopefully you have a little list of people that maybe you can write down later, and places that you visit, places that you go. Think about your passion and think about your story. And that is that on the niche. So next up, I'm going to talk to you about income producing activities, which you'll hear a lot of people throw out IPAs. I had no idea what an IPA was, and everybody's like, IPA. I'm like, Amy, what's an IPA? It's an income producing activity. So an income producing activity may be getting on your social media and posting something about something that you love. That can be an income producing activity. Sitting at coffee with a friend, going to Target and talking to your new Target best friend. Any of those are income producing activities. So let's talk about growing your influence and attracting people. You want to get involved in your community, whether that is, I've seen people work at booths at some of the little fairs. I don't know if that's going to be happening anytime soon, but that is one way. If you volunteer some way, that is another way. Hold a class. You can hold a Zoom class like we're doing right now, or again, you could meet for coffee with a few people. You can still sit outside and do that. Social media, let's make social media posts. So today, something that I did is I got on my Instagram page because I really like Instagram better than Facebook. And I shared all the lotions that I love from Young Living because it's something different other than the oils, like we've said before, that people may sign up to buy every single month. So think of things like that and just start sharing organically on your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever it is that you are socially. And if not, if you're not into the social media thing, pick up the phone and call. Just like Vanessa said, calling people, just a good old-fashioned phone call will help so much. You want to grow your business, use the 90-day calendar to track. The 90-day calendar is on the Rise booklet that you can find on your in your office, on your virtual office. Let's see, so add names to your list. So kind of like what we were just talking about, your niche, start adding names to your list and start thinking about who you want to share with. Social media, you want to reach out and create genuine relationships to understand what people are wanting, where people are at. You want to follow up. Follow up is such a huge part of this business. If you lay something on somebody's plate and talk to them about something, make sure you call them or text them or email them and ask, did you understand what I sent you? Can I do anything else to help you? That would be a super awesome way to follow up with them. And do it personally because people love that. Grow yourself. Be a product of the product. When you are going to a coffee shop, I remember Amy and I will have lunch somewhere and she will whip out her bag of oils and put them on the table for everybody around us to see and start putting them on and sniffing them. And I mean, people notice that stuff. See, there she goes. Master your goals. Revisit your goals and your pace. Make sure that you're on track to where it is that you want to be. And if not, what steps do you need to take in order to get there? Whether it's reaching out to somebody in your group or thinking of new ways to build your business. Build your knowledge, review your virtual office. I can't tell you how much getting on virtual office and just scrolling around inside of there has made a huge difference for me on how I do things. So make sure you know your virtual office. And then every week, sit down and think about what knowledge do I need to know this week. But again, you don't have to know everything. Just start sharing what you love. And that's it for me.
Yeah, no,
Wait.
That was good. I feel like
that was good. That deserved a slow clap.
That well, Jen. Jen gets an A+ for tonight.
Thank you.
You obviously can tell that she's been doing those those IPAs because she was on point with what she needed to be doing. Okay, so what I was going to go over really quick before we end. I was going to go over some of my favorite resource pages and resources, so that way, like when you see somebody like have like a really cool graphic, or they have like an Instagram story that you're like, how can somebody make that? I don't even know what Amy just did, but I'm going to just keep on talking. So
I'm going to pull up what you're talking about.
Okay, so on Facebook, there is this incredible group. It's called Grow Dot. And you can literally, I'm going to let her pull it up really quick because I want her to type in something for me. So it's this one down here, Aim. Yep. Grow Dot. So grow period. So go over here to the search the group. Okay, and just type in candles. Just try that. Okay. So this is what's so incredible is people are really creative and they share stuff on here and they say, hey, I just did a candle versus diffusing on my Instagram page or my Facebook page, and I used these graphics. Y'all, that's so kind, number one. Number two, don't reinvent the wheel and then try to go remake those. Just use them. It's fine. Nobody will know. Then click out of that, Aim. Go and look up Instagram stories. Boom. You just start scrolling and you're like, I think I'm going to branch out and do an Instagram story. You can go here and there's 1,000 different Instagram stories on here. That girl actually sells her stuff, Amy. So if you click on her, she was doing a giveaway.
Oh, okay.
She actually does this. She will
$15 a month.
Yeah, she does those. So if you are wanting to purchase Instagram stories where you don't want to think about it, then that's a place that you can go. So that's just a really good place to go and find out, look at how cute these are, what to stock up on by going back to school. Y'all,
I'm totally doing this.
Isn't that amazing?
And it's free. That's the great.
FREE. Do you know how beautiful free is? Okay, so next, there is on here, Amy loves growworkspace.com. I'm part of it too. And when you're in growworkspace.com, they actually have a Facebook page too. But she's going to go to the growworkspace.com. One really good thing about the Grow Workspace is that it has so many different classes. It has even a whole business class. Like if you wanted to go through that 90 days of IPAs, they actually have a whole 90-day IPA class on here somewhere. Amy's just going to have to keep on going and going. Business training, boom. And you can just click on that and you can go through the whole business training that they have. So if that's something that you're wanting to do, let your enroller know. They may have Grow Workspace where they can help you get onto it. And if not, then I know that they have it for where you can purchase different things. They're going to be very, very thorough in what they're teaching because of the simple fact that they're trying to simplify it for everyone. So it's not, that's what it is. They are simplifying it for everyone and it's going to be very thorough. So if your upline enroller is not thorough enough, there's stuff like this that's going to be extremely thorough. The next thing, guys, remember how we were talking about supplements and getting to know supplements? Jenna Sullivan, that genius brain that she is, she made this book called Supplements Desk Reference. You can just get it off of Amazon. She is my brain. She actually took every supplement that Young Living has, then she broke down all the ingredients, but then she goes into a little bit further and she says what the ingredients do. Hi, is that not beautiful? Then she talks about just what the comments from Young Living and then the directional use. Then she gives you this little section for you to be able to have notes where you can write, okay, this is what I did. And so that way you can share with other people your notes and stuff like that. She's pretty incredible. So if you want to learn about the supplements, go ahead and get this book. It's less than $20 and it's going to be amazing for you. Okay. So another book that we have is the EODR. So this EODR, I have, I think 7 of them because I think that they are gold. I think that if you are a phone person only, there are tons of apps, but I am a book person. I actually love to stick my hands in books and I love to read and I love to highlight and I love to take notes and I love to just know all the things. And this book right here is incredible. They keep coming out with new editions because we keep adding products. I think they only have up to the 7th edition at this point right now. Oh, 8th edition. Mama may be getting her a new book. Isn't that going to be fun?
Mhm.
Okay, and so then the very last book that I want to show you, if you are knowing a friend who is about to have babies. So I got that big essential oil dust reference, and I got the older version of Gentle Babies before I even got my starter kit, because that's how much I knew that I was going to do oils before I even did oils. Okay. So I got the old version, but this is a new version. Guys, this book right here has everything you need to know about being like in pregnancy, then having your baby, how to use oils on your baby. It's no second, you don't second guess anything. Growing Healthy Homes always is that's Deborah Rayburn's company, Growing Healthy Homes, Amy, right? Growing Healthy Homes. So
Yeah.
she always has sales also. So when this book goes on sale, grab you a couple so that way you can share it with your friends as well. It's one of the books that I love. Like if a mom is about to have a new baby, I'll get it for her because I think that it is very valuable. So yeah, Growing Healthy Homes. So yeah, so that is our resources. Why don't we open it up to some questions? Because I feel like that tonight we went pretty quickly, and I definitely want to know some questions. This basically for our first one, this was kind of, y'all, we're kind of like our beta group. Like we definitely came with a good solid plan, but we also want to know, as you're growing, what is going to help you grow? What can we do to serve you? What can we do to help you and really get you comfortable with sharing? You know, here we are throwing a lot of things at you, but our main thing that we want to do is we want to show you the easy part of how to get everything, so you're not having to scramble to do that and waste time to do that. So that way you can actually start signing people up. But what can we do as just leading this to be able to help y'all even more? So if y'all have suggestions or if you want to chime in, I'll stop talking.
How to check past orders. So you go log into your account, and you when you go log into your account, you're going to click I'm going to go to Young Living. You're going to click My Account on the left side when you're in your virtual office, and we're going to go virtual office. Come on. Under My Account, you're going to see my profile, my commissions, my order history. You click on My Order History, and then these are all the Essential Reward orders or one-time quick orders. Everything is listed right here. Don't look at that payment status failure. That was that 1 week where, you know, no big deal.
The reason I'm asking is because my aunt ordered some lavender, and I actually did what you'd said, and it doesn't, they took the payment, and I even got a confirmation number for it. But I want to go back and find the confirmation number because I didn't write it down for her, and she ended up losing it. So I need to give her a confirmation number because she's starting to ask, you know, where's my lavender oil that I ordered? And I ordered it.
Did she sign up as a retail customer, or did she sign up, or did she go log into your account and make the order?
No, I made the order for her.
And you logged into your account and made it?
Yes, I did it through the shop.
Okay. So that means that you would do exactly what I just showed you, and it will be
Okay.
right there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if it's not for some reason, what do I do? Excuse me.
I would call customer service, but if it charged her card, then you should be good. Yeah. And y'all remember that when we do our Simply Wellness classes, we tell people 3 ways to start. We always say good, better, and we say best. We say good as if they want to be a retail customer. And this is a fantastic thing to do with your new members or with your new potential customer. There's a good option, it's retail. There's a better option. It's where you become a member by getting a premium starter kit. And then the best option is to become an Essential Rewards member. Essential Rewards member. Okay, so make sure that you know these things, because you're going to have people who come at you saying, I just want a bottle of these. So you could be able to tell them these options. Okay, and so if they want to be a retail customer and make one-time order, then they can just go on the website, just like you would any website. You go to a website, they're going to ask you for a login and a password, like they would on any website. But it is your account. You are certainly welcome to make the order like Leah did. Make it for them. You can do that, but you're not going to make any commission off that unless you charged them commission. So, okay. Let me know if you have any questions on that. Okay, y'all can unmute yourself.
My grandmother is 97 years old, and
Wow.
she is still kicking, and she's using these oils.
Well,
So-
and she's gonna just live forever now.
Oh yeah, I think she's gonna live forever.
So
She's a spitfire though. So
I love it. Listen, that was my Grammy. She loved everyone. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? No. Listen, I'm so thankful to be able to spend a Tuesday night with you beautiful people. And I just want to say, I hope that every single one of your businesses flourish. And I hope that you feel comfortable and confident that this is a circle of trust right now. And if you need to ask any of us a question, we are happy to answer. And we're just so thankful for you that you got on tonight. So good luck. Can't wait